All right, welcome back to Morning Live. Right here in studio, we're joined by Sobira Abdul Razak from M-Salama. Of course, she's the project manager of the whole idea. And trust me, it's been an amazing one because you keep informed all the time something happens. Our sign language interpreter has been changed. It is Mr. Michael Maidhi who'll be taking us through to the top of the hour. Now, karibu sana studio.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, Nick. Thank you for having me here.
Karibu sana.
Yeah.
Now, M-Salama. What is an M-Salama platform actually?
Well, M-Salama platform is actually a partnership between Kenya Red Cross and Safaricom. And it's an SMS-based solution whereby we disseminate our emergency alerts as well as disasters.
Okay.
Mostly incorporating 5 of our main services on the Kenya Red Cross. Okay. So firstly, we have our ambulance service, as you would already know about E+ and how amazing they're doing.
Sure.
Then we have the HR, the training school that offers courses from basic first aid, occupational first aid, all the way to EMT courses. And then we have under membership, that is the volunteerism and mobilization. Okay. As well as, what else do we have in M-Salama? I've mentioned our training school, E+, blood donation under health.
Absolutely.
Right? Under health unit, we have blood donations whereby we'll be able to reach out and source different blood types and be able to carry out blood drives. Yeah, so
okay,
pretty
training
much.
services.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, maybe how much does it cost? Of course, with the partnership with Safaricom, already, there's some money involved. Salama,
Yes.
of course, safety.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
It's a resource mobilization service that we're using at Kenya Red Cross as well.
Okay.
So it costs you 1 shilling, 1 Kenya shilling, to receive an SMS and to send an SMS.
Okay.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Eligibility. The people who are actually eligible now to join this bandwagon.
M-Salama. Everyone.
Everyone.
Everyone needs to hear about emergencies. We want to know what's happening around you, when, where, what time.
All right.
Yes,
Interesting.
pretty much.
Now, you know, when something comes up, I remember you were moving around, just trying to market M-Salama to people around.
remember.
I remember those days. And
Yeah.
how was the response actually?
Well, the uptake was pretty awesome because, like I mentioned earlier, it's an SMS-based solution.
Yes.
So you don't really have to have data or to be online to receive these alerts, right? So it covers everyone, not only people who can only have data, also the people who have SMSs, right? Because then, for example, our Kenya Red Cross app, you have to have data to have that, which is a pretty amazing platform as well.
Absolutely.
So yeah, it looks out for everyone. Yeah, you receive an SMS that tells you what's going on.
Okay.
Isn't that awesome?
Now, someone interested to join the platform, how does he or she go about it?
Okay, so the subscription, you dial *600#, and then the person registering receives a prompt to register for all Kenya Red Cross services. So
Wow, amazing!
it's a really simple registration
Okay.
process.
Okay, since I joined, I've been getting periodic emergency messages. Just
Periodic.
actually, not even sporadic. Periodic, because now back-to-back messages, emergencies, fire, accidents. Unfortunately, those things are happening.
Yeah.
And trust me, you guys are always on point.
Yeah.
Now, the communication channels. How do you actually just communicate and just it reaches so many people out there?
Okay, so first you only receive 2 alerts per day. We don't want to bombard you guys, but it depends also with what's happening.
But there's so
out
many
there.
emergencies. I understand it won't be two alerts per day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there's a limit. We can't bombard you like 10 alerts per day.
Okay.
Not unless it's something emergent, is something really
big,
critical.
yeah, sure.
Yes, but 2 alerts per day. So in terms of the communication channel, we get all our alerts from our emergency operations center. That's EOC.
Okay.
That sits under the disaster management unit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, the services available on M-Salama. I'm very sure so many people already have benefited.
Yeah.
And, information-wise, and just take us through now what you've experienced so far since it was launched.
Well, it's doing really well. The uptake is amazing. In terms of what we've experienced, so I manage the help and support, the user management part of the platform. And it's very interesting to see that people are actually replying. They want to know what M-Salama is about, how they can join the Red Cross, how they can be part of the team. So it's quite awesome. So for those who are asking about membership and how to join, you may join through the Kenya Red Cross app and subscribe to be a member, or you may reach out to your nearest branch. They also have a module there or a template that you can subscribe to be a member. Okay,
interesting. Now, it's clear Safaricom has been making this entrance just to make sure everyone is safe. Now, tell us more about, not the deal actually, but you see they power M-Salama. But do you think maybe in the near future, yes, as much as Kenya Red Cross is actually trying to bring in revenue, the bigger picture by informing guys, do you think everyone is like, everyone has to get information? Like, does it have to be charged in a way so that at least maybe the partnership between Safaricom and whatever entity comes in with Kenya Red Cross just makes sure that common mwananchi gets information free of charge?
Well, other than the really critical, serious information we're putting out there, I don't know if Kenyans know this, but donors are pulling out of our country because we're now a middle-income country. So they're now investing in other countries that seem to need a bit more of aid, right? So I think it's our duty as Kenyans to support such societies we have in the country, because how else will Kenya Red Cross do its work if we don't support it? Kenya Red Cross is our mother. We need to put our money to do better for ourselves, if not the country as a whole.
All right. You've worked at Kenya Red Cross for is it
almost a year now.
Yeah, that is now. Yeah. Now, tell us about your experience in just dealing with the technological experience, because now, as much as it's advanced, of course, we had Mr. Meshach here from E Plus telling us more about now the dispatch and everything. I understand you guys have to work as a unit. The communication aspect. Tell us more about it, because now it's not easy sometimes. It's back-to-back information. Sometimes it's also kind of confusing. You move here and there. Sometimes you can't wait. Absolutely. Yes.
Well, I have to say that I work with an amazing team. The IT team at Red Cross is just phenomenal. It's the first team I've ever gotten to work with on an official basis. And there's nothing as amazing as working in an environment where people build each other. I've grown so much in the last year. And it's a matter of supporting each other. All the teams come together, whether it's applications, whether it's a website, the Kenya Red Cross team. We have Navision sitting there as well. So it's all about supporting each other. And you'll find that everyone is quite competent in their own way. So it's about support. What can you do without support, right?
All right. As a staff of the Kenya Red Cross, the challenges you faced in terms of just trying to, M-Salama is your baby now. You're trying to make it common. You're trying to market it. Now, when you take a graph, let's not do a pie chart. Let's do a graph. A graph. From where you started. Let's do this side is actually for, let's say you started in maybe September. September. September, then the growth rate this side. How can you term it?
How can I turn it?
Yes.
Well, it's been an upward curve, honestly.
Upward curve, wow.
Yes. It started off a bit slow because people didn't know exactly what it was. But once we got the word out there, the uptake was amazing. It's only gone up from here.
Wow, interesting. And for someone who's already joined the platform, and of course, I'm in the platform and I've noticed.
Yes, I know you are. I made sure.
You really pushed me to the walls. Anyway, it's a good platform. It's a good platform. Now, for someone who's already in the platform and wants to know more about the services, I understand it's *600# and then life continues. But there's still other services someone wants to get. And yes, periodic SMSs. I like to say periodic. You do 2 per day maximum. So someone wants more than SMSs.
Information.
How can he or she actually just do it?
Well, we have so many avenues where we send out information. Like I mentioned earlier, our Kenya Red Cross app, which has amazing content on there. We have our website as well, which you find out everything from our project to what's happening, tenders, everything is on there. And we have our typical social media platforms, Twitter at Kenya Red Cross, Facebook Kenya Red Cross, Instagram Kenya Red Cross, everywhere Kenya Red Cross. So we have so many knowledge avenues.
As a young girl in the industry, have you ever faced maybe just gone to the deep end of an emergency in your life at Kenya Red Cross?
Yes, I'm a first responder.
Wow. Tell us about it.
Well, it started off when I was doing my internship and I volunteered for Nairobi branch for a bit of it, and I was involved during the response of the elections. So that was quite interesting. I've never been in such a situation. You're put in a situation where you're amidst so much conflict, but you just have to be there, be neutral and help. which I have to give Bonnie. Have you interviewed Rescue One?
Absolutely.
Yeah, so he mentored me through a lot of that. The Rescue One team is amazing. And then I came to HQ. I was there for the Do-Sit attack as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you kind of see everything in 3D, which
so it's
can
not
be a good
only
thing or a bad
M-Salama,
thing.
but you also go hands-on.
Of course, there's nothing we don't do in Kenya Red Cross.
Okay,
Yeah.
interesting. I think only Switch TV personnel are the ones enjoying
You
studio
need to
life.
join us one of these days.
Absolutely,
You come on with us.
Yeah, you mentioned volunteering, and I believe so many people think volunteering at the Kenya Red Cross is sometimes you do it free of charge. You know, at the same time, I believe as a volunteer, you need to sort out yourself as far as your personal situation, amenities. So, how was your volunteering experience at the Kenya Red Cross?
Well, first, it's not free of charge.
It's not free of charge.
Yeah, you get a standard volunteer stipend,
Okay.
which is able to facilitate your transport and your meals for the day. Which, let me tell you, it's not even about the money. Really, it's about the fulfillment you get at the end of the day.
I expected that.
Yeah, so they look out for you still. They make sure you're taken care of and you get home safe.
Okay.
Yeah, but there's nothing as lovely as when you sit and you're like, wow, I did something amazing today.
Absolutely, I know the feeling.
Nothing beats that feeling.
Yeah. Now, so many youths have been asking me, "Hi Nick, how can I be a volunteer at the Kenya Red Cross?" Now, my answer it's not always actually very, let me say, kind of concrete answer. How can they maneuver to just be a volunteer at the Kenya Red Cross?
Okay, so I don't know if people know this, but the backbone of our organization are our volunteers, right? And that is our membership database, right? So I would advise them to first become members. You have to become a member in order to be incorporated into any of the activities we're doing, whether it's youth, anything else, right? So to become a member under the Kenya Red Cross, you subscribe either using our Kenya Red Cross app. You can register there to become a member, or visit your nearest branches. We have branches all over the country. I think there are 47 branches. And each branch has a membership template. They have membership activities. So yeah, do it either through your branches, the app. I think the website is about to incorporate that as well, which will be pretty amazing. Yeah, they're all avenues you can join to become a member.
Interesting.
Yeah.
You mentioned you get satisfaction in helping people.
Yeah.
And the bigger picture is not always about just the stipend, the money situation. Now, for people who always look for, of course, you have to, you can't help while you're hungry.
Yeah.
You have to get the facts right here. Yeah, and the people out there who, of course, they've been asking volunteering. They thought it's free of charge. That's why I'm insisting on that aspect.
Yeah.
Now, for someone, of course, you've given us the whole process of being a volunteer at the Kenya Red Cross. But there's this person who really doesn't know what a volunteer does.
What a volunteer does?
Yes.
Well, first and foremost, I have to give it up to our Red Cross volunteers. There is nothing they don't do on the ground, whether it's monitoring and evaluation, whether it's response, whether it's distribution, whether they're very equipped. I don't know why people think they're here for free services. As much as they're here to support the Kenya Red Cross, there's nothing they don't do. We have volunteers right now in the field who are doing distribution of non-food items. We have volunteers who are on standby for response. So there's nothing they don't do, really. Yeah. Have I answered your question?
Okay. All right. We're taking a short break. When you come back now, Sobira will be telling us more about her personal journey to finding herself at Kenya Red Cross, because as far as she's told us about volunteering, she's told us about now being at the response unit, she has a journey towards now fulfilling her desires. All that after a short break. All right, welcome back to Morning Live. Sobira is in studio, and trust me, she's got a story, quite a journey. And of course, Switch TV, we appeal to the youth, and she wants to tell us a story because she works in the IT department and she's never done anything IT, you can imagine. So, started off as a volunteer, took the journey, and of course, right now, she's one of the key people at the IT department. Sobira, yes, things happen.
Yeah, amazing things happen.
Absolutely.
See God.
From a volunteer, absolutely.
Yeah.
From a volunteer to IT department.
Yeah.
How was that? Because now it beats all the odds.
Yeah.
I understand an IT graduate sitting somewhere now. Very keen on listening.
Okay, so this all started off, I did my internship with Kenya Red Cross, and I was an USIU. That's where I did my undergrad. Right. So after I did my internship, I was waiting to graduate, and I just realized the need of volunteers. Like when you spend time around them, you really realize that there's a need for volunteers in this country, and you really understand and appreciate the work they do on a deeper level. So I understood they needed me at the branch, and I did everything I could to make sure I was there, and I helped from admin work to distribution to field, everything. So then I was called on to a project that sat under IT at that time, and I worked my butt off. You know, I worked my butt off, and they took me on to join the IT team after that, which was crazy because in the beginning I remember sitting down with my mother and my sisters, and I was like, what do I know about IT? And I was like, don't worry, you got this. I was like, really, mama? Really? So in the beginning, I won't lie, I was a bit hesitant, but the team in IT was like, you got this, don't worry, come, we'll train you, we'll show you, we'll teach you. So really I have learned a lot of the IT aspects of projects on the job. Because we manage a couple of platforms, we do a couple of data collections and all that, so I had to learn a lot of it on the job. But to be honest with you, it's been such an amazing journey. I've learned so much, as I said, on the job. The Red Cross environment is very it's a lovely environment to work in.
Interesting.
Because there's something about working around good people. Right?
Okay, interesting. Now, learning on the job, how was it for you during the first days? Because I understand it's never easy. When you're told some terms in IT, and then trying to fit in over there as a young girl who's just kind of naive from being a volunteer to the deep end. How was it for you?
Honestly, it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. Because at the same time, I didn't just go in blindly. I made sure I did my research at the same time. When I sat in for meetings, I was that girl in the corner taking notes, being like, I have to learn about this, I have to do this. So it's also me who put in a lot of effort at the same time. Nothing comes easy. There's nothing good comes easy, right? So it's about you and your effort, and also the approach you take with the people around you. If you show them you're willing to learn, you're going to absorb in that knowledge.
Absolutely.
You know?
And now you're leading the M-Salama front. It's actually very good. Now, tell us about the nitty-gritties. Were you subjected to the core business of just IT, the terms? Were you also maybe thrown to the support? For example, someone from A+ calls you, Sobira, I have a problem with my internet. I have a problem with my proxies and everything. Will you sort it?
Well, we can know how to sort it when we get there. You personally. Would I know how to sort it?
Absolutely.
There's a couple of things I've learned about support. We, the team that's led by Jeff, Nasir, and Joe do an amazing job. So yeah, they've taught me things here and there. So yeah, you never know. I just might be able to fix your internet.
Interesting. Okay. Let's talk about now, let's finalize with this aspect of M-Salama, because the training services is part of the recipe you guys actually offer. What does it entail?
Our training school.
Absolutely.
Okay, so first and foremost, I don't know if everyone knows about our training school. It sits under HR, and we have
maybe for the layman's language, HR.
Oh, it's an international center for humanitarian affairs. And so we have courses from, like I mentioned earlier, we have the basic first aid courses, occupational first aid. So basic first aid is just like how to tie a bandage, what you do when you faint. Occupational first aid goes into the nitty-gritties of that. Which honestly, I think everyone needs to know how to apply first aid. What's life without first aid, you know? And then we have the baby minder course, which I find quite amazing. I mean, for mothers out there who have nannies taking care of their babies, even mothers should take the course, right? There's a lot of first aid you need to know when you have a child, a baby. Then we have the ambulance operator course. We have an array of courses. So they have a website, www.icha.net. All the information is on there. So for people out there who want to learn more about our training school, please visit their site.
Interesting. Now, blood donation services, you know, during disasters, you see some organizations, hospitals calling for blood donations. Do you think we don't have a surplus situation at our blood banks? What is happening? Because now,
really.
This is also part of what you guys are doing.
Yes.
M-Salama. So what do you think about this situation?
So we as Kenya Red Cross, we don't exactly store blood, right? We work with NBTS, the National Blood Transfusion. What is English? National Blood Transfusion Service, right? Yeah. So we work in partnership with them for a lot of our blood drives. Yeah. So I wouldn't say blood is in surplus. That's why you often receive alerts that where there's a blood appeal, if not through the Kenya Red Cross app through M-Salama.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, there's no blood surplus.
Okay.
I don't think.
Do you think maybe it needs to like the blood donation calls should be consistently called out here, because now
Definitely.
we only have these calls when there's an emergency, or even in a hospital somewhere, like there's a blood appeal on social media. Hey guys, B plus, negative, whatever. Do you think we need to be doing this consistently?
Yeah. So we don't only do it during emergencies. I know Kenya Red Cross does a couple of blood drives here and there, but yes, often during emergencies we are short of blood. So definitely there's more need for blood drives, which I can tell you for sure behind the scenes it's being worked on. Yeah, so definitely we really need to up our game on like blood drives out here, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Ambulances. We just saw E+, the EMS actually given that big ISO 9001
ISO certification.
very big actually. Now the ambulance itself, the ISO certification actually has just made things even easier for consumers.
Exactly.
Now, the mark of quality. Now, it's also part of what you guys are doing, the ambulance situation. What do you think about E+ as an entity?
Well, honestly, I admire the job they do. They do a fantastic job. They have amazing leadership sitting under E+. So first and foremost, I don't know if people know this, but I think E+ has the biggest ambulance fleets in Africa, second after South Africa, I think. Yeah, they're doing an amazing job, and really the word is not out there yet. Yeah, and they have, I think, typical response time of like 15 minutes, which is pretty amazing if you ask me. Yeah, so E+ is doing quite well. The ambulance operators are quite quick on their feet. The teams, when you know what, you need to be on the ground with these guys and see what they do. They do an amazing job. Okay.
When someone wants to join that team, of course we have medics. Yes, we have drivers who are well trained. And does it have to be through the Kenya Red Cross Training School?
Well, it would be better. Honestly, it would be better, because if you're going to work under the Red Cross, why not get trained by them, right? Yeah, because you understand protocol better and how that works, which is very important, I think, in that side of the industry. Yes, so yes, please come get trained by the Red Cross if you're gonna work under ambulance operators team.
For form for liver, or someone who's just cleared campus or college right now, watching, and their desires to do something. You know, sometimes you know they always say an idle mind is a devil's workshop. So what can you advise them right now, because there's so much happening, and as much as some people are money oriented, like how much are you guys paying? Sometimes it's volunteering, which is also just a recipe to bring satisfaction into your own life. Now, what advice do you have for such people who actually
form for leavers?
Absolutely,
right?
and even people who've graduated, haven't actually secured something yet.
Well, I think honestly, don't sit at home doing nothing. You know, get out there, get to learn what's new, what's not. Get to learn the trends in the market, in the employment scene. So one, do your research. Find out what's good out there. Secondly, please come and volunteer at the Red Cross. Please do that. You learn so much. You get to work with amazing people who are so skilled. So yes, come volunteer at the Red Cross. That's what I tell you. Come and become a volunteer with us. You will not regret it.
Now, our view is actually asking, what's the process of just coming to volunteer and being part of the team? Now, of course, you talked about this just for clarity purposes, because it's been asked on social media. Yes.
Yay, that's a good thing.
Absolutely. Now, someone wants to come and just give us the process.
Okay, the process. So, like I mentioned earlier, you'd have to become a member through the Red Cross. There's a registration process you're taken through. We take your details, and then either we link you with the nearest branch around you, because engagement now, you need to be involved in our activities that we're doing out here. So let me take this in steps. You register to become a member either through your branch, the nearest branch in your area, or through
so
the
it's
Kenya Red
countrywide,
Cross.
actually.
Yes, we have branches in 47 of our counties.
Okay.
Yes, active branches. May I add?
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you visit the branch and you tell them you want to become a member, they will be like, "Oh wow, look at you!" And then you'll fill a form. You pay membership fees, of course. There's a membership fee. We have life membership that goes for 5,000, but it's a one-off. Right? You pay it once and you don't renew it. Then we have ordinary membership, which is renewable every year. It's 1,000 bob. And then you have the youth out of school for 500 bob and the youth in school for 100 bob.
Okay.
Yeah.
And, you know, registration, 5,000 bob. I understand this person is just fresh from high school.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, how will they maneuver through this? Or you just have to register the 5,000 bob for you to be a volunteer?
Well, it depends how you want to do it. Honestly, the 5,000 bob, like I mentioned earlier, is for a life membership. So you pay it once. So consider it like a really good investment.
Oh, so it's a life membership.
Yeah, it's a life membership
okay,
for 5,000. Yeah. Then the ordinary membership is 1,000 bob, and it's you renew that annually. Or if you're just out of school, it's 500 bob.
Okay.
500 bob, and you join the nearest
wow,
branch.
Interesting. Yeah. Now, M-Salama, as you're winding this up, where do you see it in the next few years? Because you started something that is taking shape right now. With so many services, do we maybe look forward to inclusion of other services? Right now, of course, you have training school, ambulance, blood donations, and all those things. Do you think maybe we'll be having other inclusions in the coming months or maybe years?
Good question, right? First, I definitely see us as the go-to service in terms of emergency alerts on USSD-based, that's SMS-based solution. Right? Because we're doing so well. So can you imagine in 5 years, like everyone is like, M-Salama, what did M-Salama say last night? What is M-Salama saying now? Yeah. In terms of inclusion of services, we have such a big family now. Switch TV is part of us, you know. We're growing every day. So definitely, we'll definitely incorporate more services depending with if there's a need also. Yeah, so for sure, we plan to incorporate more services. But for now, I think the focus is more about getting information out there. Yeah. Growing numbers on the platform so that everyone is informed in time.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Now, what do you think about now our whole response unit? Because now when you talk about response unit, that's the biggest thing. The theme is always that always there. Yeah, always there is actually the theme. Now, you mentioned 15 minutes. Sometimes, you know, as much as we're strategically placed, what do you think about the responses, the follow-ups? Are you satisfied with what you're seeing?
Well, our response teams are doing an amazing job. I don't know if you were able to see how quick they were on the scene with Dusit during the Riverside attack. Yeah, they're doing an amazing job. Not only are they quick to get to the scene, you should see them. You should see us guys, responders in action. Yeah. We're quite efficient. We do follow protocol. And yeah, I'm very impressed actually. And I don't think enough light is shown on responders in the country. We need to do something about that because everyone is like, oh, who takes care of them? And yes, we have under the health department, we have a psychosocial support unit that look after our responders or people on the scene who seem to have some sort of shock or yeah.
All right.
So yes.
Thank you very much, Sobira, for
Thank you, Nick, for having me.
And good job you're doing. So keep doing that job, and of course you're making an impact to society, which is the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And
Nick.
all the best.
Thank you.
All right.